Okay, y'all. It's a cedar. Down over there, towards the front of the house. This came down the other day when I took down the pieces and parts for that. When I took that apart, the neighbor wanted this down, so I took it down. With the caveat, I get to keep the lumber. What I'm doing, because it's what I have right now, and yes, leave out this hammer. I could still use it, but I'm actually using this wooden mallet that I have. Circular saw, battery operated, scoring it. There we are. I gotta get through here, get that out of the way, get these bits out of the way, and that should clear me out to the end there. Scoring it, and then going back, scoring it again. Just keep scoring it until that blade can't go any deeper. And then what I'm doing from there is taking this bow saw, obviously not right now, but I'll put the wedge in when I get, I work it to where I put the wedge in and still have the saw in there, and then start cutting on the other end there. This will eventually be for, hold on a second. Let's see if I can zoom in on that little tiny thing. Are you not? Oh shoot, I was already zoomed in. Really? About center. From this angle, I'd say about 1.5 feet, 2 feet from the potato tower to the left. That one little dark stick that you see right there. Build a box out of this around that. Let's zoom out. I'm all the way out. I'm all the way out. Yeah, I'm filming this on my tablet. That's why everything's kind of wonky. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. And also today, a couple things I did today actually. One, I'm not going to show too much of it, but cleared out along that fence line there. You couldn't see the house before. Neighbor wanted to do that. They want to eventually have a privacy fence like this over here, which I really like that idea, one. Two, with that all this brush and growth and all this that you see, is that really zoomed all the way out? Yeah, I guess it is. All that you see through there will be gone, which even though there'll be a privacy fence, that'll allow for airflow over the top, help dry it out a little bit. I mean, even as it is, I can honestly feel a significant breeze difference with clearing, because that's from that and the cedar here. That's all cedar, and not the brush pile, but all that cedar, all the branches from that cedar that's over there being cut and was used for that log there. Anyway, this is what I'm doing. I also built this, well, not built it, but put it together essentially. I cut the pallet down to where it would fit my needs here, and this is actually pretty daggone sturdy. I'm using that on it, cut, and it's kicking and all kinds of crap. But took the extra pieces, and if you see, hold on, yeah, leave spacing in between it, and that is so it's outside, it'll be able to dry. This will be a work table, workbench, whatever, and it cost me the time it took to put that in the back of my truck, bring it home. I did use it to store the soil for the manure and the potting soil for that, or whatever that bag was. Oh, speaking of which, I did say I'd show you that. Stay Green. STA-green. Stay Green. And Black Cow. Black Cow, it costs more money, but I'll tell you what, every time I've used it, I mean, that's not from it yet, but I can't wait. Well, there. The growth that's there isn't from it yet. Oh, by the way, update on this too. I got so much going on in such a short period of time and working. All right, now I don't know if this is going to rob from each other, help each other, what, but root vegetables, all the way out, root vegetables in there being the potatoes. Now again, I don't know if this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but it's all part of the experiment. Radishes down this end here. There we go. Radishes there, or sorry, turnips to the right. Radishes over here to the left. To the left over there is bunching onions, spring onions. And then there's the carrot, the purple, the orange, the white. I'm not sure if any other colors are going to be coming up out of those. But yeah, those are over here to the top right. Now again, I don't know if that's gonna interfere with the potatoes. I'm hoping it doesn't, because if it doesn't, if they all do well, think about this. Here's another thing when it comes to gardening, and especially the companion part of it. Again, I don't know. This part's an experiment to me. Because it's root vegetables, part of me says it's probably going to take some of the, well, it's most likely going to take some of the nutrients from the potatoes. But I got so many potato plants in there. And these are fairly, now the carrots are the only ones I really got to worry about going deep, which would be the level where the tubers are. Everything else isn't going to be, but, you know, short distance under the soil. Most of the plant will be on top. So that might be a benefit to me. I don't know. But again, an experiment. What I'm doing is, there was once just one vegetable in there, and now there's the possibility of 5 vegetables out of one box. If it works, call it companion planting. It's kind of like the 3 sisters, you know, the corn, the squash, and the pole beans. And those things, it's going a little slower now. It's not shooting up as much. There we go. Better angle on it, I guess. But it is growing. I need to backfill that before the end of the day, before I get my shower and go to work. I've been working on this stuff all this morning. So yeah, brushed, cleared out, area cleared out, wind coming through. You can feel the difference. A little bit of work here and there puts out long-term benefits. Anyway, it's Privateer. Y'all have a blessed day. Okay, y'all. Barely, but I did use the Maddox. Barely, but I did use what I would call one of the largest nails I've ever seen, because it is a rounded end. May have been flattened at one point. I actually got that when I was scrapping for a living. Thank goodness I had my truck that day. Everybody, oh no, throw it out for scrap metal. Man, you know what that costs if we were to buy one? And how many times did that help us wedge scrap metal out of the ground? A lot more than we would have got for throwing it off the truck. Anyway, okay, tools I use to split that down. My circular saw to score it, keep going until I get it as deep as I can. Flipped it, did the best I could on that side, but that side was a lot more you know. Wooden mallet there, plus the hammer. This saw I used, same with that for the big splinters that weren't breaking. This a little bit to get the bark off, which, yeah, there's a pile of bark, some sawdust, woohoo! But yeah, split it down. Now granted, this one, let's stash that, stash this, more work surfaces. This one is not really, it's not really all that big, but I can now take something that before would have been a single piece, and I can actually, I may be able to close in, out of that one piece, I may be able to close that in at least where there. I may be able to close it in on all 4 sides, at least that depth. Maybe more, don't know. But I now have 2 usable pieces instead of 1 usable piece. And I'm not gonna lie, when I did strip this, the way these branches are, get a gander at this. You probably already saw it before, but all I kept thinking, especially as I was slipping off the bark, was, man, this would look badass in like some kind of log cabin or something, hat rack, something like that. But I don't know anybody that would be purchasing that, so I'm not going to put that effort into it. This effort's going to grow me food. Privateer, y'all have a blessing.